Are you ready, Patrick?
No.
Oh. Are you ready, Jake?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, God, those spikes in the audio are terrible. It's okay, we'll fix it later. Anyway, yeah, we are back with another podcast. Same group of people, Nick, Pat, and Jake.
Hello.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
Okay.
So anyway, this is another one that...
we have a hard topic today.
We have a very hard
difficult.
topic today. So we're going to try to collect our thoughts.
This is spontaneous, by the way. We did not, premeditate this, so...
Live reactions.
Live reactions.
But no, it's... So we have a question here. Which is most important in a story? I mean, which is most important in a game? The story or the gameplay? That's a pretty good question. So, is there anybody who wants to start us off on this question?
I can.
Okay.
Okay, because Pat has told us. Sorry, I'll let him say
That's
his
okay.
thing.
I was telling them before we started, I have played some pretty shitty games just because the story was good.
Mm-hmm.
Having the good story keeps me driven to keep playing it, even though it sucks.
I get that.
Yep.
So, first Mass Effect, not good combat, not good gameplay, in my opinion. But the story was amazing. So I kept playing and playing, and then I fell in love with the series, so I kept playing the games as the gameplay got better.
Okay.
On the other hand, there are games that I have played that the story is totally not there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
And the gameplay is
pristine.
the gameplay is still not there.
Well, that's the thing, is you have like that shitty gameplay,
Uh-huh.
but there's in that case, I would say the gameplay would be more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, basically I'm looking at this in a negative way, because I'm saying which part can save the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
So how about...
In general, I would say story is more important.
What I would
Okay.
argue is that
Yeah.
you said that story can save the game, right? But is there ever an instance where gameplay can save... And I'm
I
not
think
saying
so.
that, it's one way or the other. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. But can gameplay save a game from bad story?
I think so, though, because I know this is not the best one to do because I like the stories in them too, but I would say Pokemon is kind of like that because the Pokemon gameplay is addictive.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they've been able to get away with almost the exact same formula and be able to expand with so many other things just by putting the word Pokemon in front of whatever that they want. But honestly, the story is pretty fair. It's pretty not hard to figure out. I was 5 when I first played Pokemon Red, and it's not difficult to figure out. You're a kid, you go on your own, and you beat these people. There's not much story. I mean, they tried more in some of the later Pokemon.
There's leaders and all that, but that's just development.
Yeah.
And that's more so a challenge for you in the game. It's not necessarily immersing you.
Yeah. In a game like Pokemon, it's very centered around the gameplay mechanic. It's very centered around
absolutely
of you going through it. I mean, I think it was pointed out in one of our other videos too. Those games, there's a lot of games that are like that. Are more focused on the gameplay. And Pokemon's definitely one of them. The whole point of the game is to make your own team, maybe collect them all if you really want to, but there really isn't a huge story behind it. Maybe, I don't know, Ho-Oh's in trouble, something like that. I don't really know. The world's being flooded by Kyogre. It's not really a huge, deep connection to the story. It's all gameplay. So in that one, there has been times where literally gameplay kind of saves the whole Pokemon series, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Main game. Go.
Halo 5.
Oh.
Story is complete ass. Totally forced. I would even make the same argument for Halo 4. Every Halo after...
3?
After Reach.
Yeah.
Every Halo after Reach kind of sucked.
Travis said something similar.
But, that being said, the gameplay got infinitely better.
Yeah.
So I would say, personally, I would not buy Halo 5.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing the reason that a game was still so successful is because people still are attached to that gameplay.
To kind of do that on a related note, in a shooter, I would say Battlefield is also a great example of that in a game series.
Yeah,
the story's been trash. Wrecker do this, Wrecker
Check
do
your
that.
privilege. Battlefield Bad Company 2.
No,
Check your
okay,
privilege.
listen,
Okay.
now, you didn't let me finish.
Okay.
So, I'm not saying every Battlefield game has a bad story. The Battlefield 1 is great. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Like there's good stories, but Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4
God,
is
no.
like awful.
Did they even have a story?
Exactly.
'Cause I didn't do
was
it.
there a campaign? I don't know. Like,
Because who
it's
cares?
but the gameplay.
Gameplay.
Stop forever. Anyway,
Playing
yeah.
Gaylay.
It's been good. It's been improved,
Melee.
and like there's good, innovative mechanics that keep players hooked. And when you see a lot of people playing the games, it's not for the story. You don't see them playing the campaign.
Yeah.
What you see them is like being really hooked on the online multiplayer of the game. So.
Okay, but here's the thing that I gotta ask though. This is something that kind of popped into my head. So, I mean, we joked about it in the beginning, but honestly, a game like Sonic Boom, bad story,
Yeah.
bad gameplay, both are bad. What can redeem those games though better?
The
If you
factor.
fix the gameplay or if you fix the story.
Oh,
If you already have a bad game, what can help get people what can help fix it? What's more
Burying it
important
in
to
the
fix
desert.
Yeah. Okay. Literally,
it?
the
Candlelit
only
vigil.
the only thing that can save
Yeah.
a game that has bad gameplay and
A bad
bad
story.
like storyline is if it becomes a meme. Like if you like that's what it's become for Sonic at least.
Yeah.
So people
Fucking
play
Sonic
and
and the
buy
Black
the game. They buy that. They buy Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
Because it's a joke. And that's why it makes sales, and that's why it gets like a lot of popularity behind it, is because it's a complete joke. So
That's actually why me and Mike got Hello Kitty Cruisers when we were at
Yeah.
GameStop that one time.
and I remember we played that game. Like,
Yeah.
that was fun.
And Mike
it was-
Mike literally got the game, and the guy at GameStop looked at us and just goes, "Are you guys serious?"
Yeah.
like
Two guys going in getting Hello Kitty racers, and you're just like,
yeah,
Yeah.
then it's just like I'm pretty sure like a kid when they're like 6 years old dropped that game off.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't care, man.
Nope.
This is for our YouTube channel. But no, it was like, in my opinion, I know if it becomes a meme, it's important. But in my
Yeah.
opinion, I think what saves the game at that point is the gameplay. Because if you already have a bad story, it takes too long to fix. I mean, it takes a long time for both. But
Yeah,
people aren't going to
between
go
the
around
two.
to try to like fix a story. They're at least for a game, they know like they're more focused on fixing the gameplay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, I'm not the best example either. But in my opinion, Smash 4, the Smash Bros for the Wii U 3DS. That solo mode is absolute shit. Brawls was amazing. Brawl
Yeah.
had shit mechanics in the story.
What was it called? The Space Emissary?
Yeah, the
Or-
Subspace Emissary?
Subspace Emissary.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I love that.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing, and it had like every incorporation of
Yep.
them. I mean, you can kind of tell with the developers on like the timeline on their creating the characters. Like
there
Sonic
was
came in,
plot though. Like that was like
Yeah.
it was good.
like it was Silent 2, and it had like people who were villains, who were like main series people, and it was
there were
awesome.
character arcs, man.
There were
It's like,
character
takes
arcs,
off
too.
mask. It's Rob. Like what? Like,
Yeah. You open a door and Toonly comes in sailing on the freaking pirate ship and whatnot. It was
Right?
awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, even though I guess like it's kind of bad, but I mean, like Brawl's gameplay, even though we hate to admit it, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a bad gameplay or whatnot. But I mean, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think gameplay would more fix a bad game with both of them. I guess it depends on the kind of genre too. But especially for like platformers like Sonic, and for like fighters and whatnot, story is minimal. Story doesn't really matter as much. Let's face it, there isn't really a plot in Super Mario 64. You collect stars, you save the princess. Not
Yeah.
bad. But the gameplay is what gets people to go back. So I guess the question more is, in what genres does story matter more, I guess, if we change the question, and in what genres does gameplay matter more? Because
you think it transcends genres?
I think people have an opinion on what transcends genres, but I think genres can help distinguish which one is more important. Because in an RPG,
That's
like I
true,
played
yeah.
RPGs that did not have the best battle.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think Earthbound had a very good battle system. I don't. I loved Earthbound, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. But it does not have the best battle system. And I will argue with anybody who says so. It's straight RNG, and there's been multiple times where I've literally been in a situation, I've had a better character, higher levels, and I've lost the fight because I've literally been locked in a cycle where I could not do anything.
yeah.
But the story, holy shit, blew me away, so heartwarming and everything. RPGs, story should dominate it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Another example I thought of was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
True.
I hear the gameplay in that's very good.
The gameplay in it is, at the beginning, it was kind of crappy. But that's looking retroactively.
Yeah.
So when the first Assassin's Creed came out, I was like, holy shit, this is the most amazing thing I've ever played. And I fell in love with the story and the game.
Yeah.
And then the second one came out, and I was like, wow, that one was shit. Like, but there's so many... Even the bad Assassin's Creed games, they still had the good gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, so Assassin's Creed, what was the title of it? The one that when they're in France.
Unity?
Yeah, Unity.
Yeah. I know
The
something.
story was absolute shit. I never even beat the story.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care at all. Like, it had no relevance to the grand story arc, anything. Like, from what I could tell, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But the fact that I could have my friends literally just hop in at any time and we could, the four of us, literally just fuck around as assassins, redeemed the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, it made it a really fun game to play, and I put in, like, 400 hours into that game because of that.
So do you think it's dependent on the actual game series then, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think it is dependent on...
Or would you think that maybe Assassin's Creed is more of a platformer in that way and not as much of an RPG? I don't really know. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game.
I don't know if I'd call it a platformer.
Definitely not a platformer.
Okay. More of an RPG,
It's
I
like
guess?
think of it more of like a open world, but not entirely.
Yeah.
Like, think of it like Skyrim with assassins. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
But, yeah, it's hard to describe because it was so
And then
innovative, I guess.
And then you get games like Skyrim where you have both of them that are just like out of the water, outstanding too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, it's honestly a tough question. So I guess my closing thoughts on it. I think it mainly depends on the genre.
Yeah,
I think I'm more driven by gameplay, if anything, because I mean, there's been a lot of games that I've realized are in my top 5 that are more. Here's how you play the game. Go ahead and play it how you want, and it has less of a story aspect. I love RPGs and I love playing those games, but it's kind of secondary. I like a good story with it, but a good game mechanics for the games that I play keep me going.
Yeah.
But I guess at least for some of them, like Pokemon Puzzle League and Smash Bros and shit like that. But yeah, I think it depends on the genre, and I think certain genres definitely lean towards storytelling being more important, and certain ones leaning towards gameplay. Like platformers, obviously gameplay.
Yeah, I have to agree, like, almost word for word, honestly. Like, it really does transcend genres. Like, it really depends on, like, what kind of game you're playing.
Yeah.
It can make or break a game, absolutely, whether one is, like, lacking or not. I don't know if I have a preference at the end of the day. Like you said, like, gameplay really drives me, and, like, that's what's going to keep me hooked in the game at the end of the day, because you can play through a story, but to get,
and then
like,
the story's over.
Well,
gameplay, you can keep coming back.
There's replay value, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, when you're going to get a game that I'm going to invest time into, you want to see a lot of, like, immersive, good, engaging gameplay. So,
Final Fantasy 15 is perfect.
There will be people who will fight you on that one, Pat, because I know there's diehard Final Fantasy fans in there.
I've never felt more attached to a story. I've never hated a boss more because story was so attached. Plus, their fights were really fucking cool. So
there's your
perfect.
balance. Yeah.
It's perfect. Fuck all you who say this.
I'm just saying you might have a couple comments otherwise, but just
It's okay. I don't read them.
just tearing apart. But yeah, okay. So I guess that's our thoughts. Let us know what you guys think, and we're gonna do something else now.
Sonic Boom sucks.
You take that back, you son of a... No, I agree.
Bye, everybody.